Okay, y'all, so first things first is what you want to do is remove your shoelaces. You want to remove your shoelaces, your shoe trees, and your insole. This way your custom will look more official and you don't want any paint residue to get on it. So just make sure you put it in a secure place while airbrushing or hand painting them. Now what we're going to do is prep the shoe. Prepping the shoe is the most important part when it comes to customizing. This way your custom will last longer, be more durable, and also wearable. So what you want to do is get some acetone, some cotton balls, and just prep over all the surfaces that you will be painting. I do highly recommend that you prep the area at least 2 or 3 times. This way you know that you prepped every surface on the shoe. Next, what you want to do is mask off the midsole with masking tape. Remember that patience is key. Make sure you take your time while doing this process. You always want your custom to look as clean as possible so you won't have to come back and do any touch-ups later. This is optional, but right now I'm applying leather dye to all the leather areas. The reason I do this is because the base coat will make the red look more vibrant. If the paint were to get scratched, chipped, or peeled, the dye underneath it will make it less visible. Please be extremely cautious if you do this because the dye is very potent and will not come off. I normally use about 2 coats while doing this process, so make sure you use a heat gun between each coat just to speed up the drying process. In this video, I'll be using the airbrush, but if you don't have one, you can also hand paint it. You want to apply evenly light coats and dry them with a heat gun in between each coat. I personally like to work on one area at a time and work my way up. Please be extremely cautious if you're not experienced with a heat gun. Try to make sure that you're not too close to the shoe. The last thing you want to do is burn a hole or have the midsole separate from the shoe. Now I'm going to apply suede dye onto the sock liner. The reason being is that the paint will rub off a little due to the friction when you put your foot into the shoe. So the same reason for applying the leather dye, you want to make it as less visible as possible. So you always have to think one step ahead. Next, we are going to paint the Nike strap. I do recommend that you sand it down and use an adhesion promoter so the paint can have a better bond. You want to use evenly light coats and dry them in between each coat until you reach a solid color. After you get a solid color, you're going to want to apply a scratch resistant sealer to give the Nike strap some extra protection. Apply multiple evenly heavy coats and heat set in between each coat. If you're not experienced with the airbrush, I suggest that you mask off the leather and the mesh because you don't want any of the sealer to get on it. You want to put the sealer 3 times, then apply the paint 3 times. Now I'm going to apply some matte finisher so the paint can last longer and be more durable. Do multiple coats to make sure you cover every area. Now that you're done painting, it's time to remove the masking tape. Please be very cautious when you're doing this because you don't want any of the paint to peel from the shoe. If you have any areas that need a touch-up, make sure you get a paintbrush and paint the areas that's needed. Also, if you guys want to purchase a Wavy K Fits dad hat, I'll leave a link below so you can cop one. Okay, y'all, just make sure y'all put in your laces and also remember to put the insoles back into the shoe. I wish I had more time to show you all the speckle process, but I had to hurry up and catch the sun before it went down. If you have any questions or want me to do something in particular, please leave a comment below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button so you can just be a part of the Wavy K Fits movement.